Hello and welcome. It is Monday, the 10th of August, 2026, and I'm bringing you a thought for the week. My name is Ruda Landman. This comes to you from the grad team. And this week we're talking about the boring essentials, structure and discipline. Here's a rude wake up call on a Monday morning. There are only 3 months left before the final exams. Oh dear. But breathe out, relax. It is very doable. Your course was designed to fit into this window of time. All it takes is for you to do your part. Here's what a first year BCom student at NWU Northwest wrote about his journey in the first semester. He says, I used to be a total mess when it came to studying. I'd procrastinate and my goals were all over the place. It was frustrating. But since then, I learned to set clear goals instead of just dreaming about them. Reflecting on my progress helped me see what was working and what wasn't, which was a real eye-opener. Taking action was the hardest part, but I found that even small steps made a difference. There were days when I wanted to quit, but my determination pushed me through. Now I feel more focused and in control. My grades have improved, but the best part is the confidence I've gained. And then this is for me the most important sentence. Success isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up, putting in the effort, and learning from the bumps along the way. That comes from one of your peers, another person just like you, who's also walking this road. I'm sure many of you can relate to that, perhaps especially about the days I wanted to quit. But like this student, you can also find your balance again. As the British people said during the Second World War, keep calm and carry on. To quote the student again, success is about showing up and putting in the effort. What does that mean in practice? Well, let's recap the basics, the boring essentials: structure and discipline. First off, if you don't have a time schedule yet, it has to happen today. Fill in class times, tutorials, regular dates like soccer on a Saturday, and then find 25 hours of study time per week. Remember to include sleep and exercise. And you can ask AI to help you with this. Fill in the first part and then simply say, use this schedule as a basis. Fit in 25 hours of study time equally distributed through the week. 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. is sleep time. Look at what it comes up with and then tweak it to suit yourself. If you have a schedule, but you're finding it hard to stick to it, you could look at a previous newsletter, there's a link on your phone, which was all about making a change in your life. It is difficult. You will tend to relapse, to slide back into your old ways. 3 things can help you. Involve other people, make it easy, and do not reconsider. Involve other people simply by telling friends that your evenings are now blocked out for study. Perhaps set up a group on WhatsApp and take turns to send each other a message at, say, 7 p.m. I'm settling down at my desk, physics first tonight. Just an uncomfortable aside, this may mean that you have to reconsider your friends. If they laugh at you for taking your studies seriously, they may not be the friends you want. Then the second one, make it easy. If you hate your 8 o'clock in the morning class, shower the night before and decide what you're going to wear. Then you can be out the door in 10 minutes. More generally, make sure you have a dedicated study space, which is not your bed. And the third one, do not reconsider. If your schedule says that you will study from 8:30 to 10:30 on a Saturday morning, get up and do it. Do not think about it every time. The relief when it's done, when the rest of the day is yours, is amazing. And then use those study hours as well as possible. No phones. Put it on silent and then put it in another room or under your pillow. Use spaced repetition to decide what you will focus on in each session. There's another link to a previous thought which explains spaced repetition. Use the Pomodoro method, 25 minutes of focused work, a 5-minute break, and another 25 minutes. After 4 sessions of 25 minutes, break for half an hour. Then get back and do another 4. And use chunking and active learning. Look back at last week's thought. And also sense making. Once again, you will find a link to a previous thought for the week. Next point, make sure that you get 7 to 8 hours sleep a night. Go to bed at the same time every night and give yourself that time off. Your brain needs it. And lastly, get some exercise. Another student recently wrote that she finds it hard to put this into practice because she doesn't have space and doesn't feel safe walking where she lives. Here's a slightly offbeat suggestion. In the 1950s, the Canadian Air Force developed an 11-minute workout which targets all the main muscle groups. The idea is to do it daily, and you only need a space big enough for you to stand up and to lie down. It is still available on YouTube. Once again, you'll find the link on your phone. In the YouTube variation that I found, it is presented by a young woman who was definitely born after 2000. There are other variations as well. Try it. In summary, the recipe for success is really simple. It takes structure and discipline. It's often boring. But with your goal in mind and perhaps stuck up above your desk, you can do it. There is enough time, both in the day and in the 3 months until exam time. Here's a little poem I came across recently, which means a lot to me. It may help you too. It's called New Every Morning, and it was written by someone called Susan Coolidge. Every day is a fresh beginning. Listen, my soul, to the glad refrain. And spite of old sorrows and older sinning, troubles forecasted and possible pain, take heart with the day and begin again. Happy studying from the grad team. And do forward and share, please.